I'm so happy to finally be making this review. This is my review of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is actually one of my favourite games of all time. So without further ado, let's get into it. This time round I have a lot to talk about, so let's start off with some backstory. The two games, Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles, were meant to be one game. The two were made because of the huge successes of the previous Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Both great games in their own right, which I may review later. So, back to the topic at hand. As I was saying, Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles were meant to be one game, but due to time constraints, the games were split into two. So, essentially you had to play both to get the full experience. But wait, to make up for this, the developers put something revolutionary for the time into the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge. Lock-on technology. Basically, in a nutshell, you put Sonic 3 on top of Sonic & Knuckles, and voila! The amazing full experience. So the first thing I will talk about is the characters. There are three unique styles of play in the game. You get to play as Sonic, Tails, and the newly introduced Knuckles the Knuckles the Echidna. Okay, so first Sonic. Sonic is a pretty generic platformer character. However, he does run faster than Tails and Knuckles, and can create a split-second shield by pressing jump twice. Now we'll talk about Tails. Tails is slower than Sonic, but he can fly for a short period of time. For this reason, he is classed as the easy mode of the game. Knuckles is classed as the hard mode of the game because his routes are usually more dangerous. He also has the ability to glide and climb walls. He is slower than Sonic, and his story takes place after Sonic and Tails' story. Knuckles is someone who tries to stop you in your tracks if you decide to play as Sonic/Tails or both together. And let me tell you, he's a real douchebag. He gets tricked by the main enemy of the game, yes, Dr. Robotnik, back at it again with his stupid boss inventions. Knuckles is tricked into thinking that Sonic and Tails are planning to steal the Master Emerald, the emerald that keeps his home floating in the air. But really, Robotnik, the dastardly son of a gun, just wants to steal the huge emerald for himself. The next thing I will talk about is the spectacular soundtrack. This game has two themes for every act of every zone. Act 1 is the normal theme, and Act 2 is the remix one. Come on, tell me you couldn't get through Hydro City Act 2 without humming that theme. I will now take up this opportunity to talk about side quests, getting emeralds and gaining extra forms. All three characters get either one or two extra forms. Once you collect the first set of emeralds, the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic will be able to turn into Super Sonic. Knuckles gets to turn into Super Knuckles, and well, Tails... Tails sadly doesn't get anything with the Chaos Emeralds. Apparently Tails is too young to harness the Chaos Emerald's power. Whilst in their super forms, Sonic and Knuckles gain a boost in speed, and for Sonic jumping in, and Knuckles gliding and sliding. Oh, and they're also invincible, but can still succumb to pitfalls and being crushed. So the next set of emeralds you're allowed to get in the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game the Super Emeralds. These emeralds are more powerful than the Chaos Emeralds and grant the same boots but more powerful, allowing Sonic to do a double jump, destroying everything on screen. These forms and Hyper Sonic and Hyper Knuckles respectively. Now Tails, who did initially not gain a super form, now has one in the form of Super Tails, and by God is it destructive. He is given all of the extra powers gained by having a super form, and the horribly broken yellow flicky army, who destroy your bosses in seconds without you even needed to do anything. Sweet! Also, if Knuckles hits a wall in hyper form, he makes a mini earthquake, making the entire screen shake and killing every enemy on screen. So, what's the verdict? I will gladly give this game a 10 out of 10, and it doesn't bother me one bit to give it that score. The level design and gameplay is excellent. The storyline is great for a game made in 1994, and the non-mandatory side quests will forever be amazing. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.